Okay, good morning. Good morning. Week 2, Thursday. We're going over Chapter 2, Lesson 3, World War I, Airpower in World War I, dealing with the Army and how they supported their troops and developed the use of aircraft so that they could help the Americans win World War I. They weren't really decisive in winning World War I like we think they were in World War II. But it's a good chapter covering vocabulary such as allies, central power, U-boat, machine gun, escadrille, stalemate, appropriate, strategic, zeppelin, dogfight, strafing. And this will conclude the Chapter 2 in aerospace science, and we'll be having a test on this in Leadership Lab 5, which is coming up in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks of leadership labs. Alrighty, let's see if the content was displayed. There you go, Airpower in World War I. Everybody please open up their books to page 62, 63, and we will go from there. Let me get some coffee to get going. Today is January 17th, and I will not be here tomorrow, Friday, the 18th, as well as all of next week. I'm going to South Carolina to visit my mother. She's 93, going to be 94 years old, so I'm taking off next week. I've already recorded the classes for this class, the military studies, and next week you'll be covering some of the heroes from the World War I era in the Army Air Corps, such as Frank Luke. We're going to talk about him a little bit today, and Hap Arnold, and you'll be seeing that online. I've already got it recorded. I'll still be available via texting and email for contact for student questions. Alrighty, contributions of the pilots during World War II is something we're going to be looking for, as well as whether or not the role of air power was completely decisive in World War I, which I don't think they was, but they were certainly learning and getting their act together. And then how air power expanded after World War I, heading towards World War II. During World War I, in Europe, most battles were fought on land or in sea. The aircraft were still made of basically wood. Now I guess some steel, but they were very fragile, put it that way. The aircraft were very fragile, and the engineers, of course, came up with tremendous successes and advances with the demands put on them in World War I. In certain instances, the aircraft contributed to the victory, but they were not really decisive. Basically, remember at the end of the Civil War, aircraft were pretty much used as reconnaissance, meaning the balloons, and then after they were invented, they were pretty much viewed as reconnaissance platforms, seeing over that hill. Then in World War I, those planes, the versatility increased so that you could actually drop things from the planes, scare the people on the ground, as well as maybe shoot down other aircraft. You can see from the slide here that you have the different allies as far as the Russia, France, Serbia, and Britain. Those were our good guys. And then the central powers that we were fighting were Austria, Hungary, Germany, and Turkey. Our country wanted to stay neutral. They did not want to go fight in Europe during the 1914, 15, 16. They didn't want to go over to Europe. But what happened was the German U-boats, underwater boats, targeted our ships that were resupplying the efforts in Britain. And once we started losing American soldiers in the Atlantic to the German U-boats, we declared war on Germany in World War I. It was the American pilots, and this is, what, 1917, right? Yeah, 1917. The American pilots were very anxious to go over there and fight, as smart young people are at the time. And they didn't wait. They went straight over there and joined up with their French, it's called the French Legionnaires. I just had a technical difficulty here. I did. Let's see how the recording is going. Okay, I just had problems with the recording again. Let me try this. You can hear some funny beeps and boops.